You hear me now?
Yes, I can hear
Oh
you.
my God!
No message.
My God! So I changed my micro. So Grethel, in a half an hour, we connect together, okay? So stay here. Ciao. Bon, bah les enfants, c'est compliqué hein, avec ces histoires de micro là, je m'en sors pas. En tout cas, merci à vous. Il y a du son maintenant? Super. Bon alors, bienvenue à tout le monde. Donc du coup, j'ai pas besoin de mettre ça. Non, j'ai pas besoin. Vous m'entendez bien, hein? Parce que sinon, c'est moi qui vais pas entendre tout à l'heure. Mais ça va aller. Bon, je vous souhaite dans un premier temps une bonne année avec beaucoup d'amour, beaucoup de lumière et beaucoup de belles choses. Alors les belles choses, évidemment, vous savez bien qu'elles viennent de vous et que si vous les ressortez de vous-même, vous obtiendrez ce que vous souhaitez. Nous sommes les créateurs dans la matière. Rappelez-vous, toutes les pensées, j'enlève mes lunettes, ça fait un peu de... Toutes nos pensées sont créatrices, d'accord? Donc, ça veut dire que le maximum de pensées positives que l'on va ressortir sera évidemment le meilleur pour nous-mêmes, en intérieur de nous, et pour tous ceux qui vont nous entourer, bien évidemment. Alors, je tiens à saluer déjà plusieurs personnes qui sont là. Je remue. Ok, donc je dis bonsoir à Mylène, je dis bonsoir à la nature au soleil, je dis bonsoir à la famille de Bruck, bonsoir Valérie, bonsoir Olivier. J'ai été ravie de vous voir tous les deux dimanche. On va en reparler. Je remercie Pléadiane Béga, Jocelyne d'être ici ce soir, Anna Martella, bonsoir, Chiruk, Ozara, bienvenue. Je remercie évidemment toutes les personnes qui se joindront à nous ce soir au fur et à mesure. Et puis, ceux qui regarderont en replay, puisque l'émission sera en replay, bien évidemment, parce qu'on ne peut pas tous être là ce soir au même moment. Et en plus, j'ai une demi-heure de retard, parce que comme je vous disais, quand il n'y avait pas de son, j'ai eu un problème donc, de connexion avec le Mexique, impossible d'avoir Grethel, donc j'espère que tout ira bien. Donc là, je l'ai fait rapidement pour qu'elle puisse venir parler avec nous. Alors, cette partie-là, c'est en anglais. Veuillez m'en excuser parce qu'elle ne sait pas parler anglais, mais ça sera sous-titré après par YouTube, vous inquiétez pas. Donc, pour ceux qui comprennent un peu l'anglais, tant mieux. Après, vous inquiétez pas, il va y avoir beaucoup de... Si j'arrive à partager, c'est toujours pareil. Hein, il va y avoir de belles images. Donc déjà, rien que les images, les drawings, les peintures qu'elle fait seront pour vous des codes de fréquences, rien qu'en les regardant. Donc déjà, si vous ne comprenez pas, vous aurez tout ce qui est autour, évidemment, toutes les énergies qui vont être décuplées, hein, que vous pourrez recevoir dans un premier temps quand on va être en direct. Donc, première partie, je voulais vous parler donc d'informations essentielles qui arrivent tout autour de moi depuis le mois de décembre et je dois vous en parler. En effet, j'ai fait j'ai lu un livre, sur les révélations galactiques de Angie Vaudan. Et quand je l'ai vu, je l'ai tout de suite commandé, je l'ai lu aussitôt. Et une semaine après, c'est le live d'Anne Givaudan qui nous explique, donc sur son livre, qui nous explique ses pensées sur le futur. Et là, une info détonnante nous parle de Nibiru, la planète qui s'approche de notre Terre, du moins de notre système solaire, selon son cycle habituel, qui serait la source de nos bouleversements climatiques. Moi-même, j'ai parlé depuis le début de mes chroniques, quand vous revenez au début de toutes mes chroniques, j'ai parlé du sujet des Anunnaki et de leur planète. Et me revoici à nouveau avec les révélations galactiques de Anne Givaudan, dans le contexte que j'entends encore parler de Nibiru. Et sans parler non plus de Helena Danan, qui nous parle sur sa chaîne YouTube, dans ses vidéos, de son contact avec Enki, qui n'est rien d'autre que notre fameux créateur et qui vient de la planète Nibiru. Voilà, donc, message caché, coïncidence. Je sais en tout cas que je suis en présence de conscience des anciens qui me transmettent inconsciemment, mais même consciemment, des codes aujourd'hui, puisque j'en entends parler sans arrêt, sans arrêt. Et en plus, ça résonne énormément pour moi. D'accord? Donc, évidemment, les états, quand on parle de tout ça tout autour de nous, les états pro et fond, ne vont pas faire de rapprochement avec cette planète et sa civilisation, bien entendu, car il est plus aisé de dire que tout est de notre faute sur ce qui se passe sur la planète, dont le réchauffement climatique, entre autres. Mais c'est surtout de demander au peuple de faire encore et toujours les mêmes efforts, sinon plus. C'est du contrôle de population, alors qu'à l'origine, tout est naturel. Et l'on peut trouver tout autour de nous, dans les énergies, dans tout ce qui est énergie non fossile, mais le contraire, énergie autour de nous électrique, que cela se produira partout, à maintes reprises. Ce que je peux vous conseiller, en tout cas, c'est de rester, par rapport à notre vie actuelle, de rester serein. De rester serein. Vous allez vous concentrer sur ce qui est bien pour vous et votre famille. C'est absolument nécessaire de vous recentrer sur ce point de départ, sur ce point zéro. Ce point zéro, c'est vous-même, ici et maintenant, sur votre timeline, sur votre ligne de temps, de vous concentrer, de vous centrer ici en vous-même et votre famille. D'accord? Et vous allez rechercher à tout moment de votre vie, que ce soit à la maison, que ce soit à votre travail, de rester dans le calme, dans l'amour de l'autre et dans le partage. Et surtout, n'ayez pas de crainte, car vous saurez quoi faire quand vous écoutez ce que vous dit votre intuition à tout moment. Vous suivez votre intuition, pas l'avis, le choix des autres, seulement le vôtre. D'accord? Donc, je vous donne également de beaux messages transmis par Joresh, mon âme galactique incarnée à ce jour en moi dans cette timeline, dans cette ligne de temps. Il est venu se réincarner en tant que volontaire starseed d'une famille galactique arthurienne pour agir ici aujourd'hui, sur la planète Terre, pour nous guider et nous aider à nous recentrer en nous-mêmes, à retrouver notre lumière, à retrouver notre identité, ce que nous sommes vraiment à l'origine, et ainsi vous brillerez tel que vous êtes, réellement. Alors pensez, et c'est mon mot pour finir cette introduction pour cette année, pour toutes les autres années qui viendront. En tout cas, c'est mon mot pour aujourd'hui, pour vous tous, pour tous ceux qui verront un jour cette chronique. Pensez à vous et uniquement à vous. Aimez-vous comme vous devez l'être, devenez qui vous devez être, et quand on est qui on doit être, on illumine forcément autour de soi sa lumière et on allume les autres lumières autour de nous. Voilà mon message qui est essentiel quand on réfléchit bien aux choses. L'essentiel, c'est d'être soi, de suivre son intuition et d'aimer et de s'aimer tout d'abord. Parce que comme ça, on se respecte. Et quand on se respecte soi-même, on respecte les autres. Voilà, sur ce, on passe directement à la partie Presse Galactique. Il y a quelques trucs à dire. Alors, vous m'entendez toujours bien? Attendez, je reviens sur les commentaires. Alors, je remercie Timery d'être arrivé en même temps. Un petit mot, vous m'entendez toujours bien? Tout est toujours OK au niveau du son? J'attends votre petite approbation pour être sûr que tout fonctionne bien. Vous me dites si tout va bien, les enfants. Est-ce que vous m'entendez? Est-ce que vous m'entendez bien? Y a-t-il du monde ici? Allô, allô? Oui, vous m'entendez bien. Bon, parfait. Merci Anna. Parce que je me sens un peu seule si vous ne me répondez pas là. OK? Alors, puis en plus, je vois la connexion qui est plus ou moins bonne. Donc, OK, vous m'entendez bien, c'est parfait. Donc, Violetta, bonsoir. Merci. Bon, très bien, Nature au Soleil. Merci de me dire que tout va bien. OK. Donc, Presse Galactique, on y va. Donc, tout d'abord, permettez-moi de vous dire et de vous parler de la conférence de dimanche à laquelle j'ai assisté à Pétos en Vendée. Conférence qui était menée donc par David Rousseau, notre ami et frère des étoiles David. Vous aviez en présence Christelle Geffriot, une sœur des étoiles également, Mathieu Roger, notre fils du soleil central, qui était là. Nous avions Nadine Beko, donc une personne que je ne connais pas beaucoup, mais qui a été intensément intéressante concernant les divulgations qui sont en cours en ce moment sur la disclosure. Donc, quand je vais parler de certaines choses, je ferai comme font un petit peu mes confrères en ce moment là, ou mes consoeurs, ils parlent en langage codé, ou du moins décodé, coupé, pour éviter qu'il y ait de la sang et susurre sur les vidéos, parce que j'ai vécu ça au mois de décembre, où malheureusement, donc je vais vous en causer deux mots, parce que ça fait partie aussi de la Presse Galactique, ça. J'ai été sans susu, réré, c'est rigolo quand même, sur une vidéo, comme par hasard, de David Rousseau. Et bonsoir Sylvette, bonsoir Cécilia. Et j'ai été donc sans susu, réré, par You, notre tutube, qui a carrément coupé, qui m'a carrément supprimé la vidéo que j'avais faite avec lui, parce que dans cette vidéo, il y avait un passage qui parlait de quoi? Je vais vous le donner en mille, qui parlait des Anunnaki. Alors, coïncidence ou pas? Moi, je me suis fait mon idée maintenant. Maintenant, vous ferez la vôtre. J'ai dû remettre la vidéo en coupant ce morceau-là. Voilà. Donc, c'est pas par hasard quand même qu'en ce moment, on parle de plus en plus des Anunnaki. En plus, il y a une super série documentaire sur Netflix de Hancock, l'archéologue, qui se fait ramasser la figure parce que lui, avec toutes les preuves qu'il amène concernant les tablettes, toutes les constructions, etc., comme quoi, évidemment, la théorie des anciens astronautes, elle n'est pas entièrement fausse. Donc, lui, il se fait ramasser par les archéologues en ce moment. Voilà. Donc, c'est là où on se dit, bon, ben voilà. Si on coupe des choses, si on ne veut pas qu'on en parle, il y a bien quelques vérités qui traînent quelque part. D'accord? Bon, en tout cas, je n'en dirai pas plus. Voilà. Donc, je reviens sur la conférence de dimanche, où ce fut un moment extraordinaire, parce que quand on reconnecte à nos frères et sœurs des étoiles, c'est comme si on se connaissait depuis toujours. C'est un truc incroyable. Moi, je les avais jamais vus, entre guillemets, de vrai, hein, seulement par écran interposé, par chat interposé. Et quand on parle, nous, comme ça, OK. Mais alors, quand on se voit et qu'on ressent quelque chose de là qui t'ouvre le cœur et que c'est comme si tu retrouvais ton frère ou ta sœur, mais en vrai, de famille. De famille. Donc là, franchement, eh bien, j'ai vécu un moment intensément émotionnel, rempli d'amour, et j'ai été transporter cette journée-là dans un autre univers, au-delà de notre monde, comme dirait David. En tout cas, je fais un coucou ce soir à tous ceux que j'ai vus là-bas, qui n'ont pas osé, parce qu'il y en a certains qui m'ont dit n'avoir pas osé m'approcher. Alors ça, franchement, il fallait oser, hein, parce que moi, c'est un peu compliqué quand on se retrouve de l'autre côté, parce que moi, je ne vous connais pas, mais vous me connaissez tous. Mais moi, je ne vous connais pas. Vous connaissez mon visage parce que j'apparais ici, mais moi, je ne vous connais pas de l'autre côté. Donc, si vous ne venez pas vers moi, moi, je ne peux pas deviner les choses. Alors, bon, moi, vous savez, je suis quand même assez intimidée aussi parce que quand on fait par écran, c'est tellement plus facile. Et encore, bien que des fois, j'ai un peu le trac, hein, il faut l'avouer. Donc, je vous dis tout hein, ce soir, mais voilà. Donc, c'est vrai, quand on écrit, on est derrière sa plume, on est dans le livre, et on dit des choses qu'on n'oserait pas dire parce qu'on ne voit pas les personnes qui nous écrivent, qui vont nous écouter, ou du moins ceux qui nous écrivent dans l'autre sens. Et là, ben voilà, là on se retrouve donc lors d'une conférence, on se retrouve en face des gens vrais. Alors ça fait bizarre parce que moi, bon, ça m'intimide quoi. Bon, ça m'intimide et puis bon, je suis troublée parce que voilà, bon, j'ai pas l'habitude d'autant de sollicitude, d'autant de gentillesse qui m'entoure quoi. D'un coup là, ouf, un flot comme ça, ça me ferait vraiment très très plaisir et ça me rend heureuse. En tout cas, sachez les amis que ce que je fais là lors des chroniques ou dans mes livres, ça me rend heureuse parce que je sais que ça va vous rendre heureux. Et grâce à lui, tout est possible, tout est devenu possible sans cette ouverture d'esprit, de cœur, je n'en serais pas là aujourd'hui devant vous à vous parler de ça et de toute autre chose. Voilà, bon, on ne va pas s'éterniser. Enfin, en tout cas, cette conférence, c'était magique parce qu'on a appris des choses extraordinaires. Bon, je ne peux pas vous en parler particulièrement parce que c'était vraiment entre privés, si je puis dire. Mais sachez que beaucoup d'informations vont sortir dans le livre de David en l'occurrence, parce qu'il écrit pour cela, pour faire de la divulgation et dire que ce qui nous est caché aujourd'hui, eh bien, certaines personnes osent en parler, osent le dire. Donc, lui aussi, hein, c'est compliqué pour ceux, pas que lui, mais pour tous ceux qui osent parler, parce qu'on a forcément, on a des attaques. Alors, ces attaques, elles sont émotionnelles, elles sont dans les terres, mais elles sont aussi physiques. Donc, elles sont physiques par des messageries, par des présences, parce qu'il faut savoir que David encore a eu la présence d'un TR3B au-dessus de chez lui, tout simplement, et encore des hélicoptères noirs, d'accord? Bon, moi, j'ai reçu la foudre sur ma baraque, ça m'a tout cramé dans la baraque. Hein. L'ordinateur, la box et tout, histoire que je ne sais plus rien. Donc, j'ai dû remplacer plein d'électroménagers. Après, je ne pouvais plus me connecter. Il a fallu que je réinstalle un truc sur mon ordinateur pour pouvoir capter directement sur les prises de courant. Enfin bon, c'est indéfinissable. À la rigueur, c'est même presque pénible. Parce qu'on est toujours en train de se battre pour trouver des solutions, pour pouvoir continuer à travailler dans la lumière. Parce que nous, si on est ici, c'est parce qu'on veut vous dire les choses. Et voilà, et on veut, je pense, nous en empêcher. C'est évident. Hein. Moi, mais j'ai jamais eu autant de problèmes électriques dans ma maison depuis 1 an. J'ai jamais eu de problème autant avec mes ordinateurs. ça devient pénible. Mais en tout cas, sachez que tant que je pourrai, que je trouverai des solutions, parce qu'il y a toujours des solutions dans la vie, je serai là. Donc, avis à la population, comme dirait l'autre. Essayez, hein. Moi j'essaierai toujours de me battre, hein. Donc je suis ici pour ça. Aujourd'hui, je suis une guerrière. J'ai pas du sang espagnol pour rien dans les veines, les enfants. Donc faites-moi confiance, on va pas m'abattre comme ça non plus. Donc je remercie toutes les personnes qui divulguent. Je remercie les personnes qui osent aussi témoigner, parce que témoigner, c'est pas facile. Donc, toutes les personnes qui viennent dans mes chroniques ou dans les autres, sur les autres chaînes de mes amis, eh bien, je les remercie d'affronter cela avec courage. Et voilà, donc on continue tout ce temps qu'on est et on va dans la lumière. Voilà, donc beaucoup de divulgation dans le futur livre de David. Donc là, moi aussi, je l'attends avec impatience. Il va sortir au mois de juin. Soyez patients. Hein, il a eu du retard aussi. Bah, voilà. Tout prend du retard. Voilà, on nous empêche d'avancer, mais on arrive quand même à un moment donné. Donc, c'est pour ça que moi aussi, mon livre concernant les chroniques de Tricia numéro 1 est sorti au mois de septembre, alors qu'il aurait dû sortir au mois de juin. On n'en parle pas, hein, du retard là non plus. Mais enfin bref, vous voyez, on arrive quand même, on y arrive. Il le faut. Voilà. Donc, je vais parler maintenant de la chronique Presse Galactique. C'est important, il faut que je vous parle de plusieurs points avant de recevoir notre invité. Je ne voudrais pas être trop longue non plus, donc je remets mes lunettes. Hein. Et vous savez que, comme d'habitude, je fais donc un résumé des news de l'exopolitique du docteur Salah, parce que bon, il y a beaucoup de choses qui ressortent d'ici. Et en plus, on a quand même des contacts qui sont maintenant avérés sérieux, qui résonnent et que je peux relater en news et qui me paraissent détonnantes et vraies. Alors, comme je répète à chaque fois, ce que je dis lors de mes chroniques, vous prenez que ce qui résonne pour vous. Moi, je ne détiens pas la vérité absolue, les autres personnes non plus. Nous parlons de notre vérité, nous donnons nos témoignages, les passages ou les messages que l'on vous fait passer, eh bien, on vous les fait passer. Après, vous prenez ou vous ne prenez pas. Il n'y a aucune obligation, aucune. Voilà. Donc, JP, vous savez, c'est le militaire qui sert dans l'armée américaine. Donc, qui est le messager auprès de Michael Salah. Et il nous confie donc qu'en 2021, il a voyagé donc 3 fois dans des missions secrètes vers une arche spatiale submergée dans l'océan Atlantique, accessible par une plateforme océanique de l'US Navy positionnée directement au-dessus de l'arche. JP dit que lors de sa première mission, un groupe d'Indiens aztèques du Mexique chantait les mots Akuria Mate, ce qui a activé l'arche spatiale et leur a permis d'y entrer bien plus loin que les soldats américains et chinois qui les accompagnaient dans une mission multinationale. Ça, j'en ai parlé lors d'une de mes chroniques. Cette vidéo comprend JP chantant les mots qu'il a entendus chanter par les Indiens aztèques sur un rythme de tambour africain. La vidéo, donc, est sur YouTube, contient un texte résumant le parcours de JP et ce dont il a été témoin. Donc ça, c'est dans une vidéo qui passe sur le site internet YouTube de Michael Salah. Donc vous allez le voir, vous irez voir par vous-même. Voilà, je parle juste de cette... je ressors cette information avec les chants aztèques, avec tambour africain. Voilà, on se met ça dans un petit coin. Ensuite, Michael Salah nous dit qu'il est prêt pour 2023 et qu'il promet que cela sera une année révolutionnaire pour la planète entière parce que maintenant, l'année 2022 est arrivée à son terme. Donc, il parle en décembre, la fin décembre. Hein, et il dit qu'il est très excité par l'épreuve croissante que l'État pro-fond s'effondre avec de plus en plus de ses secrets, les plus profondément gardés, publiés chaque jour par les dénonciateurs et les White Hats dans ce qui semble être un plan coordonné à l'échelle mondiale. Ce n'est pas un hasard. Si la loi sur l'autorisation de la défense nationale de 2023 a été récemment signée, les États-Unis offrent donc, dans cette loi, aux lanceurs d'alerte une protection contre tout accord de non-divulgation en ce qui concerne les UAP OVNI. Cela va déclencher une avalanche de dénonciateurs qui se manifestent et révèlent davantage ce qui s'est passé dans les installations d'entreprises militaires traitant de technologies extraterrestres et d'ingénierie inverse. Et par conséquence, de visiteurs hors planète. L'une des personnes qui seront touchées par la nouvelle loi est sa source de longue date, donc JP. JP qui continue de servir dans l'armée américaine et qui pourra peut-être en dire plus sur ses missions. Donc à cœur ouvert et peut-être en sortant de l'anonymat. Pour l'instant, il est anonyme, il reste pour sa sécurité anonyme. J'espère qu'il réussira à persuader d'autres militaires en service de se manifester en vertu de la nouvelle loi sur la protection des lanceurs d'alerte. En outre, nous savons que le télescope spatial James Webb se concentre sur des systèmes stellaires distants, tels que TRAPPIST contenant plusieurs exoplanètes peuplées, ce qui rend donc inévitable la détection des technosignatures. L'exopolitique se généralise rapidement, alors que les discussions sur la vie extraterrestre et ses implications sont de plus en plus sérieusement discutées dans les cercles officiels et les principaux médias. Une combinaison de plusieurs facteurs mènerait alors à une révolution mondiale, alors que les gens se réveillent face aux signes de manipulation et de tromperie de l'État pro-fond. En 2023, Michael Salla prévoit de faire de nombreuses nouvelles interviews hebdomadaires avec des invités fascinants qui éclaireront de nombreux enjeux exopolitiques. Enfin, il travaille sur son livre numéro 8 de la série Secret Space Program qui devrait sortir en mai. Donc, si vous n'avez pas lu les premiers, je vous encourage à aller les lire. Ils sont là. En l'occurrence, par exemple, celui-là, programme, ça suffit, alliance extraterrestre, etc. Voilà, ça, il faut les lire parce que alors là, c'est une mine d'infos là-dedans. C'est impressionnant. Ensuite, dernière info de la part de Helena Danan, contactée par Thor Anne, donc tout dernièrement, là, en charge d'une mission sur Terre pour l'Alliance terrestre, coopération entre la Fédération Galactique des Mondes et l'armée militaire américaine de la Navy, lui dit que des mouvements sont en cours dans les montagnes de Blue Ridge Mountain, les montagnes US Appalaches, exactement. À l'entrée d'une base militaire secrète, il se positionne. Il était là-bas pour donner des directives à l'Alliance terrestre, la Space Force probablement, concernant la divulgation sur la Terre. Il donne des directives via un objet contenant toutes les données à un général 5 étoiles. Quand Thoran repart, il montre à Helena un hangar plein de vaisseaux spatiaux, dont des Terres 3B de dernière génération. Entre autres, moi, j'ai été chercher donc quelles étaient les dernières sorties militaires pour les avions de très grande génération, de nouvelle génération. Et on parle du NGAD. Je vous encourage à aller voir le NGAD, le Next Generation Air Dominance, qui pourrait être celui-ci, la 6e génération des avions de chasse, dont on ne connaît pas trop des détails à ce jour, bien évidemment. Et pourtant, un essai a été fait depuis septembre 2020. Donc, vous voyez, on est en 2023, hein. Ça ne date pas de tout de suite aujourd'hui. D'après Will Roper, qui est le secrétaire adjoint de l'armée de l'air, cet appareil est prévu pour transporter des technologies armes à énergie guidée, soit par laser, et le général Mark Kelly de l'armée de l'air américaine annonce également que la flotte comportera non seulement des avions de chasse, mais aussi des drones, des engins spatiaux et des plateformes cybernétiques. Et donc, ils nous ont dit les choses, celui-là. Enfin, en résumé, la guerre des étoiles devient de plus en plus réelle quand on nous parle de tout ça, n'est-ce pas? De plus, il souligne que Valtor, donc un de ses amis des commandements de la Fédération Galactique, est également en place pour la divulgation concernant le programme Solar Warden sur Terre. Ça bouge, ça bouge. Enfin, en janvier, le 14 exactement, JP a récemment terminé une mission dans un lieu souterrain de Floride au sein d'une équipe de 8 militaires secrets à la recherche d'informations sur un géant endormi découvert dans une autre installation souterraine à proximité. À l'entrée d'une ville souterraine, son équipe secrète a été accueillie par du personnel de sécurité d'une civilisation d'humanoïdes aux caractéristiques distinctives de fourmis, alias les fourmis. L'équipe de JP a ensuite été conduite à la base où ils ont finalement rencontré le roi du peuple Ant, A-N-T, Ant. Après que les 7 autres membres de son équipe aient été invités à partir, JP a eu une audience privée avec le roi qui lui a dit que leur civilisation s'ouvrait au reste de la planète et permettrait bientôt à plus de gens de visiter leur installation souterraine en Floride et ailleurs. Une fois sa mission dans la civilisation souterraine des fourmis terminée, JP partit pour une autre mission lunaire où il vit les anciennes ruines d'une ville souterraine construite par le peuple des fourmis. Dans cette interview d'Exopolitique Today avec le docteur Michael Salla, JP décrit ce que les fourmis ont l'intention de faire sous peu et pourquoi ils estiment qu'il est important pour eux de renouer avec l'humanité de surface et de nous présenter la véritable histoire de la planète. Alors, quand moi je lis ça, donc le 14 janvier, moi je prépare mon émission donc il y a une semaine et je n'ai aucunement connaissance de cela. Sauf que moi en décembre, je dois vous avouer que j'ai fait un rêve très étrange. J'en ai même parlé. Bonsoir Jérémy, Galaxy One, merci d'être là. Alors Jérémy, tu vas être ravi de savoir que j'ai parlé de cela à André, donc tout début janvier, juste après les fêtes, parce que bon, on discutait, on doit se voir au mois de janvier, on passera un petit interview de André Haas, mon ami super soldat, et il va nous parler de son dernier livre qui est sorti, que j'ai lu d'ailleurs pour cela, et je lui ai dit que j'avais eu un rêve très étrange. Et ce rêve, je vais vous le dire. Au petit matin, je me suis souvenu de ce rêve parce que je trouvais que ce n'était pas banal et que je ne savais pas ce que ça voulait dire, jusqu'à ce que je vois donc cet article. Je me suis vue dans la terre, dans un souterrain, et avec des grands êtres qui étaient debout sur pattes et qui avaient une tête de fourmi. Ils avaient des mandibules, mais c'était des soldats et ils parlaient en télépathie entre eux. Ils étaient en train de discuter, c'était comme un conseil ou une réunion, je ne sais pas, de militaires. Moi, je vois ça. Hein. Je me vois avec eux, mais je ne sais pas à ce moment-là ce que je suis. Est-ce que je suis un humain avec eux ou est-ce que je suis une fourmi avec eux? Je n'en sais rien. Je ne sais pas. Je vois cette image. Je vois des fourmis sur pattes grandes, voilà. Et pour moi, donc c'était tellement un rêve intense et peu banal que ça m'a réveillée et je m'en suis souvenue immédiatement. Et je me suis dit, mais qu'est-ce que c'est que ce truc? Mais qu'est-ce que c'est que ce rêve, quoi? Alors je me suis dit, bon, bah, j'ai rêvé ça, bizarre. Mais vraiment aucune explication et j'ai gardé ça dans un coin de ma tête et je ne savais pas ce que ça voulait dire. Donc vous savez, moi, quand je rêve des choses bizarres, j'attends que les choses viennent. Comme dans toute autre chose. Hein. J'attends que les choses se fassent pour comprendre. Parce que je sais que l'information va arriver à un moment ou à un autre. Peut-être pas tout de suite, que ça, c'est pas comme ça du tac au tac, mais en tout cas, elle arrivera. Et, extraordinairement, je vois, en préparant cette émission, cet article. Alors là, j'en reste quoi, bouche bée, parce que je me dis, qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? Mais où est-ce que j'étais, quoi? Qu'est-ce que je faisais là, moi? Est-ce que c'est un rapport avec cette réunion-là? Je ne sais pas. Je ne saurais vous dire. Alors, quand j'aurai l'information, je vous en parlerai. Pour l'instant, je ne sais pas. Donc, moi, j'ai aucune connaissance de service militaire ou de contact PSS dans mon cas. Moi, je ne suis pas du tout là-dedans. Donc, je ne sais pas. Je ne vous dirai pas de bêtises. Je ne m'inventerai pas une histoire qui n'est pas la mienne. Donc, je ne serai pas. Donc, en tout cas, j'ai fait un rêve bizarre. Et comme par hasard, et comme il n'y a pas d'hasard, je me dis que. Donc, voilà, on en saura peut-être un peu plus un jour. Voilà. Maintenant, je ne sais pas. Voilà. Bon, bien, écoutez, en tout cas, concernant la Presse Galactique, j'ai fait mon petit tour. Je ne sais pas s'il y a eu d'autres informations particulières délivrées dernièrement, alors dans les jours derniers, hein, parce qu'évidemment, moi, vous voyez, j'ai jusqu'au 14 janvier. Hein, on est le 17 janvier, je vais quand même jusqu'au 14 janvier concernant les informations de Michael Salla avec tous les contacts qu'il a. Alors, si, information importante. Il faut que je vous dise, quand même. Et ça, c'est un scoop. Un scoop. Comme je dis, les choses doivent venir quand elles viennent. Hein. Donc, il y a plus d'un mois et demi peut-être. J'ai vu une vidéo, j'ai vu la vidéo, vous savez, de la conférence d'Orlando, avec Jean-Charles Moyen, Michael Salla, Elena Danan, Tony Rodriguez, que j'ai reçu sur les chaînes. et d'autres. Et il y en a d'autres que je ne connaissais pas. Donc, j'ai été me renseigner. Parce que moi, j'aime bien connaître les gens, voir ce qu'ils sont, qu'est-ce qu'ils représentent, pourquoi ils sont là. Et je suis tombée sur le fameux Chris O'Connor. Donc, Chris O'Connor est un ancien super soldat des programmes PSS. Donc, qu'est-ce que je fais? J'ai trouvé très extraordinaire parce que il parle à un moment donné, dans une de ses interviews, il parle des Sasquatch. Alors là, mon corps, il a fait boum, boum. Lui, il a vu des Sasquatch aussi. Waouh! Allez, ça y est, connexion, bam, 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 bam. Qu'est-ce que je fais? Je vais sur son site, j'envoie un mot. Il faut que vous veniez absolument. Il faut que je puisse vous interviewer, il faut qu'on discute ensemble. Bon, je sais que c'est des gens hyper pris, quoi. Et ils n'ont rien à faire, entre guillemets, avec une petite provinciale comme moi en France, en plus, perdue. Petit pays qui commence à s'ouvrir au monde, en plus ufologique et galactique. Bref, je rigole quand je dis ça. Donc, je lance un SOS comme ça. Et devinez aujourd'hui, qui me répond? Chris O'Connor. Donc, sachez les enfants que Chris O'Connor passera sur la chaîne. Je vais l'interviewer et il va nous parler de son implication dans les PSS. Donc ça sera plus que de la presse galactique, ça va être du real life. OK? Bon, avez-vous des questions maintenant, les enfants? Vous êtes un certain nombre à être présents. Avez-vous des questions? Est-ce qu'on peut discuter quelques minutes? Parce que dans 4 minutes, je connecte avec Grethel. Parce que Grethel, donc, qui va arriver, je vais vous expliquer rapidement. C'est une personne qui fait donc des dessins, qui reçoit du langage de lumière, qui se connecte au galactique et qui transmet des codes de fréquences. C'est le terme Encoded frequency. Donc, ce sera en anglais. Pardonnez-moi, mais voilà, on ne peut pas faire autrement. Et elle est adorable. Et comme elle a participé à mon premier livre, en me faisant donc la peinture de mon aura, de mon ADN, je voulais absolument la recevoir un jour et la remercier vivement directement. Avez-vous des questions? Avez-vous des petites questions avant que je connecte et que je vois? Et donc, alors, it's all good, I will mute myself. OK, so, OK. It is your time. Ça va être son temps maintenant. Hop là. OK. Alors, pas de questions, tout va bien. Alors, je lance le jingle. Invité du jour. Hello, hello, hello. Do you hear me, Grethel?
Yes, I can hear you.
Good. I don't know what happened. The sound.
Because we couldn't connect earlier.
Sorry?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that again?
Yes, I said I don't know what happened with the sound.
I think maybe we had some interference. Sometimes it happened when a star seed connects in another seed. The frequency can be too high and that can create some interference in the technology. I have sometimes that in Zoom. And I am purchasing microphones and phones very constantly because I normally burn them, so it's okay.
Incredible. So you hear me well now?
Yes, perfect.
Okay, so good. So thank you very much. Welcome here to my YouTube channel. And I wanted to invite you, Grethel, because I know you since a lot of months. I found your artwork is marvelous.
Thank you.
And that you bring light all around you with your meditations.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So, moreover, I wanted to thank you because you participate in my book.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you very much again. Because Grethel is painting my blueprint. So I will show you to all of us, all of you, what is a blueprint. So here, here. A blueprint. It's mine. It's mine. Okay. So Grethel, I will do a summarize of your life, and then you will talk about you after. Okay.
Great.
Good. So Grethel is from Mexico. That's right. Mexico.
Yes.
Mexico. You are a young woman with a boy child, and in life you are a light language artist, a teacher, a coach healer, a painting artist, and galactic channeler. You are the owner and creator of Encoded frequency on your website. So I put here, hello, here. Oh, I will. I want modifier. Sorry. OK, enregistré. Ah!
Yay!
Ah! It's better like that. OK, so you see here, huh?
Yes.
Here, that the internet of Grethel. OK, so you will see beautiful things on it. Go there, go there, go there. OK, so and you have a YouTube channel where you dispense all your knowledge in meditations and light language meditation. Okay, that's right. So you are seeing codes and being lights just after assisting of your third level of Reiki energization. Your search about what you are playing with your tongue, a light language appeared. It is expression of the light. It can be formed in movement or sound created in your spirit. It comes from the heart in the center of your body. You make a lot of meditations from the Pleiades, the Arcturians families, the Lyran families, and so on. And YouTube, you can attend and follow because it is absolutely marvelous and deep. It's my opinion, of course. You draw some galactic beings and blueprint DNA frequencies because you see the aura DNA of people. I show you mine. So I show you mine here. When on my book, Meet Joresh, in English, ebook version you can find on the website of Be Light Editions. So now, Grethel, I will let you speak about your first meeting with galactic beings. When and where?
I think it was with Arcturians actually.
Oh,
And you
God.
said correctly. I had like a divine intervention out of the blue. I don't think I was believing in God. That was in 2012. And I started seeing angels. And I remember one of the angels had like almond eyes. And I was like, what is that? Right? You're weird. And after my Reiki, it was when my channel opened, as you said earlier. And a lot of different beings began to pass through my sleep time, and in between dreams I was seeing them. I feel kind of like if they would just wake me up and I would just see something holographically pass through, and maybe it was that I was waking up in a dream or I was really waking up, because sometimes I could see my light and then kind of my body, and then I was in the being and I couldn't understand. And they begin to speak through me. I begin to see symbols, but I couldn't understand when I was out of that state. What was the reason? Who are they? I don't think I even knew it was a starseed. I just knew I was an old soul. I gathered some of the symbols, and I remember that I did an Akashic Records with a galactic historian, and she was the one that guided me. And she said that it was light language, and the first codes were Pleiadian spaceships from Contact. And I was like, oh, so, and what about those? And what about those? And what about those? And then she said, I think you are from the Galactic Federation of Light. And it was how I began to drawing them, because I want to say, people, who's this been that I'm seeing? This is how Encoded Frequency started. I had my office job, like normal job, but I had several that were not pleasant, that scared me. Like, I remember dreams with Grace. I was freaking out. I didn't understand what they wanted with me. I don't think I encountered reptilians then. But Syrians, the first Syrian that I saw, was beautiful. Wake me up, and it looked like blue, like this color, and it has tattoos of light that will fade into the light. And he was smiling. He looked like a human with blue skin, like blue ray skin, like blue indigo-ish, right? And I was like, oh my God, I have no idea who are you, but that's so cool. And then I wanted to touch them, right?
Wow.
And with the Arcturians, I think it was one of the first galactics encounters that did not freak me out, because with the Grace, it was sort of like they were like taking me in the astral, and I was like, I don't want to go with you. And I was afraid, and it wasn't pleasant, and I did not wanted to investigate what they wanted with me. I just wanted to over. And it was one of the reasons I felt pulled to look for some Akashic records or guidance about what was going on, because every night in my room were like spaceships and weird things that I could understand. And with the Arcturians, I remember that I was with them, and the Arcturian one, I see the long, skinny ones, more human-alike, bluish, different spectrum, and then the little ones. Well, my ones, like the little ones, like 4 feet, like purplish, and it had a type of rings of light spinning, kind of like if it was part of the gown or something. And I was like, that was cool, right? And it kind of looked like Yoda alike, but not
Ah,
that
Yoda.
wrinkle, right?
Ah, okay.
And I was like asking them, who are you? And I remember he said, we're Arcturians. And I said, we, but there's just one being in front of me. And then he said, we're 44, but we're connected. And then we speak all as one voice. So you look at me as one. And I was like, oh. And then it was the first time that I kind of did a reading on myself. I began asking questions like if it was a tarot reading, what is my mission? What I'm here? How do I know you? And he said it was my Arcturian version. And then, well, she, because it was like a he but feminine at the same time. Kind of like a priest, or not like a priest, more like a caretaker.
Caretaker. Yes,
Yes.
caretaker. Yeah.
And then I had few dreams with the same. The name, it was Maya. So I draw her, and then I begin connecting with her. And the part of me that is Arcturian, well, I have two. In two, I am like in a spaceship that there are different races. And I
Okay.
look like blue, skinny, kind of like a diplomatic thing for the galactic nations. And another one in the same spaceship, or another one, it looks like a small city. I take care of babies, alien babies. And I remember
Okay.
that I saw those babies, and I couldn't recognize the face, but they had like long arms and legs. And I was like, what are those babies? Because they looked like toddler babies, but they were like kind of like stretching long than the human ones we have here. They kind of didn't look
Okay.
like normal. That and other dreams, they explained to me that souls that had very traumatic experiences on Earth or in other star systems, or maybe for lower frequencies vibration, they go to Arcturus to restore the soul and reconnect with the source again. That it was
Ah,
not
okay.
easy for a soul that was traumatized to just go to the source. They need to reconnect with the essence of love and purity. And the easiest way it was to go into a childish essence where
Ah,
they
okay.
will be for the infinity, not well, like a limbo type of place, so
Mm,
they could reconnect with that, the connection with the source. So I
yes.
think this is the main Arcturian self that I have. And I see myself dividing like in the feminine and the masculine version, like the blue towel and the short one, and surrounded with all of the Arcturian babies. And actually, I did a drawing for the Arcturian baby because
Okay.
when I was able to remember their faces, sometimes you don't remember when you have dreams or astral travels with galactics.
Mm, mm,
They look like so cute, kind of like the baby Yoda, but not that wrinkle and no ears, I guess.
mm.
And that I remember that I draw. And then I began to write all of those stories that I
Okay.
had for myself. And then my friends wanted, and then their friends wanted. So I began doing drawings for others. And the stories, I think they're a little bit metaphoric, probably about something we're learning, because whoever guide comes through is not always the main why, but it will be the one relevant for that moment in time. But in those stories, I think we expand our capacity to understand not only what we are, but the purpose or the mission, or probably something in the shadow that we have been working out. So it's the way how I connect with them. They show me something, and then I need to translate it from myself or my guide, and I connect with different of them in different planes. They not all look in one type. I have seen Arcturians that are kind of like Hathor, that are the ones in fifth dimension or sixth dimension, I guess.
Mhm.
I have seen others that are like silverish. There are others that look like fluid energy, kind of like
Mhm.
light coming through.
Mhm.
There are others that look like mint, sparkly pearl. So not all look like the same to me. Maybe it's the way that I am understanding that information. I'm not sure. I'm still in the process and eager to see in which ways I keep connecting and learning. Yes.
Yeah, so you are we are in gratitude when we have the opportunity to have this contact. It's fabulous that our art is ready. It's because we are ready to receive that and to
Yes.
connect with
And I think the image, the art that we do, or maybe, I don't know, a crystal or something, it brings in the physical that frequency. And for us as a star seeds, I think it's a vehicle for connection.
them. Yes, yeah, call
Right.
for connection. Yes, that's right. And do you think, you, Gretel, that you were taken in your childhood or not? Have you this story?
I have been from different races. And sometimes I remember and sometimes I don't. Actuarians, I think they will be like my doctors, and sometimes I will see them doing things on me. But I think I connect more with New Earth and Pleiadians. I think that three of those, I will say that I have spaceship connections. Yes.
Okay, okay, okay. So you have a beautiful experience, in fact, about all this. When do you reconnect your soul to galactic beings? At what years old around? Young or
Well, from the galactic, how old is my soul? You said.
at what years old you have connected with them?
At what years old? Look, when I was a child, I always have dreams with Arcturians being in spaceships. As a 3, 4 year old, I remember I
Okay.
was upset with my mother, saying that I was adopted. That was not my real family. And then
Yes.
that stopped. And then
And
I
then you
began
stop.
having dreams with ancestors, kind of like family members they passed through.
Mhm.
But after my Reiki, it was when Galactics connected with me again. Galactics, elementals, shadows, walkings, angels,
Angels, etc.
everything. Yes.
Yes, okay. Why I asked this question to you, Grethel, it's because a lot of people who gave their testimonies are being taken at 3 or 4 years old in their childhood, either by bad races, either good races. So you can go in gray ships or in Pleiadian ships. It depends of what they want you to do in your life. Okay?
Yes.
It's why I asked you. And often children don't want to speak to tell to their parents that they see very strange people, or in their bedroom they see some friends, extraterrestrial friends. So they cut the connection. When you are a child, you cut the connection to them because you are too young. And then when there is an event in your life, for example, Reiki session, and for my life, it was the same thing that you. The opening of energies in my first Reiki session, it was the first step of my adventure, I should say.
How
Because
awesome.
1 month later, yes, 1 month later, I did a regressive hypnosis, and there,
They
as
can
the
do.
energies are open, he comes to me, and
Yeah.
uh, I see
Some
joy.
people get activated because they have like a traumatic experience.
That's
Like
right.
like a partial heart attack or anything, or a partial didn't come back. I know many that when they come back they are like fully aware, or crash or something that, yes,
Hmm.
that kind of like shock you.
Hmm. Yes, of course. So when you are shocked, you cut everything.
But that was, I think, probably our generation. These kids, they are not caught in their connection. They are doing astral travel. They are very knowledgeable, and many of them look like little ascended masters teaching us the new ways, I
Hmm.
think.
Yes, I think there are a lot of star seeds
Yes.
in this generation, the last one and the new ones now, because my daughter, for example, the last one, is very very open, and she sees a lot of things, and she goes to a lot of sites. So it will be the subject of my future book, because she lives a lot of experiences.
Yeah.
They
My
are very
daughter as
open.
well.
Yes, yours, of course, because it's coming in the same family
Yes. Yes.
often.
Yes.
Yes. So I don't know for my parents. I never asked them, and they don't want to speak about that. So maybe they occurred something. I don't know for yours.
My mom, she does. She says that when she was about 4, 5, or 6, I don't remember, she remembered a dream that she was taken into another planet. I guess it was
Ah,
previous because they look human alike, and they heal her
and they
because
kill
she
her.
was sick. And she said that they said, "We are your real family, and we bring you here because otherwise you will die." And then when she come back, she will always tell her mom and her grandmother, "You're not my real family. I have another one." And then she
Okay.
forgot about it. Yes.
Ah, it's a reality. It's a reality. Yes. I think it's a line. It's a line. It's the same line. Our parents, us, and our children now, and then after. Uh, okay. So, Grethel, I will show for my auditors what you are, but because I said that you are a painting artist, and as you are painting a lot of beautiful beings or codes, I will try to show what you paint, and you will speak about them. Okay, you will explain what you put in there. Huh? To explain. Ah, I try. Présenter. I try. Euh, partager l'écran. Partager l'écran. Fenêtre. Voilà. Hop là. Alors. Alors, est-ce qu'on voit quelque chose? Mince, arrêtez le. Sorry.
It's okay.
Ah, présenter. Est-ce qu'on va voir comme il faut? Ah,
And if you want to, we can do a little bit of light language and bring some galactics. And maybe you can ask questions.
yes. Moment. I try to, voilà, to do my best. Partager. Voilà. Alors, donc, I will try to do my best. Comme ça. Hop là. Voilà. Et puis, on va voir ce que. And I try to do that. So. On y va, on y va. We go. Voilà, we go. Voilà, this one. So, this one, for example. So I put, of course, I think it is some of actuarian beings,
Yes.
of course, here. And it's
Their prints, their codes.
yeah, and their codes. Okay. So can you talk about them here?
Yes. The couple one, that's my Arcturian twin flame, I guess. I did that. Yes. The female and the masculine version of it. I have had some beautiful dreams and I wanted to imprint. I think that is the second dream that I do for myself. The other two are Arcturians, and the first one is the one that I mentioned before that look a little bit silverish, metallic, kind of like lavender. And it's where I tried to add the ring lights that I saw they had. It kind of looked like a me- medieval, yes, medieval time dress with the big bows kind of right here. But in reality, it was light spinning in different directions. I think Arcturians, at least the ones that connect with me, they're the best doctors on the town. And I think they work mainly with the emotional body. I see that sometimes they have tools in their fingers, not like fingers. The majority have like three fingers,
Three.
but they
Yes.
have,
Yes. I
yeah,
see. I see three.
but they have like tools that they begin to spin in light. And sometimes I will kind of put it like this, kind of like psychogeometry, right? And then it's kind of like transferred to you, to your third eye or to your brain. It's kind of like sometimes it's in the heart. It depends. And the one in the back is for a collaboration of a tarot deck that I did for special client friend in Germany. She I did many drawings for her. This is the one in the bottom.
Here?
The
This
the
one?
yeah, yes, that one.
Okay.
Yes. Uh, and I do collaborations sometimes. Entrepreneurs or starseeds like you and I that are in this galactic or spiritual business. Sometimes I have requests for a music illustration or for a documentary or for their website or for a deck. This is the second deck. I have another one that I'm working with a spiritual person entrepreneur in Asia. There are a lot of galactics, and then I did another book illustrations too. Well, yours was the second one. I haven't
Okay.
done mind cards, but I have been working with different persons of it.
Okay. Okay. So here, you draw some humanoid people, humanoid or maybe ascended masters.
Yes.
Tell me about these four beings. Who are they?
The blue soft one, that is a Pleiadian guy that I did for someone that requested. The golden bean on, yes, on your left, I guess. This is someone that I did from Asia. That was the higher self aspect. Yes. And the one in the bottom, it was a version of me from Divine Mother that I did from my Mary Magdalene course that I did for my website. And the green, this is a higher self version that I did for a friend when she was in the hospital. Yes, that's why I put it in the green because she had a heart attack. I
Okay.
think the drawing represents something that was done energetically. Sometimes I wish I could holographically do them, and I'm thinking that is what I will do next. I would love to do a kind of holographic art, but the drawing represents an imprint from what your mind and I or anyone else's can relate from the experience, but the experience I think will be beyond what the image can transmit. I hope that
Okay.
makes sense.
Okay. Yes. 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 And this course here. How do you receive them? How? In meditation, during meditation, or during your dreams, or others? I don't know. Here, this one or this one. Uh, I will. Yeah. This.
Yes, well, the ones that you have, the blue ones, those are Pleiadians, and the purple one is Arcturian. Pleiadians blueprints. Normally, Patricia, the majority I see them on dreams. In my astrals, I have very active and vivid dream state. But as soon as I put myself into draw, something will come through. It may not be what the client requested, but it will be what guides want to transmit. Sometimes I do drawings that no one has requested because the guide wants to come through.
Okay.
And they will give me instructions. Sometimes a drawing I will do it like 3 or 4 times. It depends. I have dreams that I am in my kitchen drawing, and then I think it was an Essasani bean or a Syrian. It was bluish, and then I finish, and then I dream in the night that he was saying, no, I glow, look. And then he was moving. And then the next day I redo it.
Okay. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. So I found your artwork marvelous, shining, luminous. You see some dolphin on it. I love dolphin. I love them. I am
Yes, me
somebody give
too.
me somebody give me a gift here, but all over in my room there are dolphins everywhere. Look, I have a big one. If you don't see that, it look like yeah. Look at
Oh, yes, I think so.
look at yeah.
And it's all blue, like the ocean.
And my wall is on blue with dolphins everywhere. So
Yeah.
a little a little around here. Here I am. So all that to say that I love dolphin, and you put dolphin in your drawings, paintings. It's marvelous. I see. I wanted to speak about this one also here. Here, so it's a human, a woman, and then a crystal. I think a crystal here. Is that all right? A crystal on the head. It is to send cards.
Yes. I try to express what I see on the healing sessions. When someone requests a drawing, it's not just an image, it comes with an energy transfer, like a print from higher self or galactics or anything. I feel like I am more into the galactic than any other beings, but I do a little bit of everything. And like for example, the one that you see that has the arms in the back, the blue one on the bottom, and then you see like
Uh,
an eye, yes, like an
yeah.
eye, that was like a
Yeah.
third eye activation. The one
Uh-huh.
on top of that, it's like Lemuria priestesses healing. She's like on the water, and then you can see the planet, but then she's kind of like bathing herself in the cold. So I tried to represent what it was done for them with their guides. I think I'm just the observer, and
Uh-huh.
then I just try to imprint it. And the advice that I give to my clients is that place themselves in the image, and then the image will evolve into
Okay.
something.
Uh-huh.
Yes, the other one that is next to that is kind of like a higher self doing an energy transfer. Yes, any of
Uh-huh.
those.
Uh-huh.
Or
Yeah.
the other that's bathing herself in the code. So I try to represent in the degree that I'm capable what they do with us, because we're them too. It's kind of like all in the same.
Uh-huh. Okay. And for that, Grethel, did you learn to paint, or it's natural for you?
No, I would like to learn so I can improve, but I just did it naturally and I haven't gotten better and better and better. I think my soul gets upgraded when my drumming shift. I
Ah,
notice that
good.
sometimes I begin to do a different job and I'm like,
Mm,
yes,
good, good. It's a beautiful work, for my opinion.
thank you.
It's it reflects all what you want to say, and all the chords are marvelous, are well painting. It's luminous, and it is why I wanted to show to everyone that it's luminous, and you bring it when you see it, you bring it to you, in you, same, in you. I love it. Okay, so and this one is beautiful with the chakras, the seven chakra, yeah, and a pyramid here.
That was like an Egyptian imprint representation. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you travel during your dreams in different parts of the country, as for example the pyramids or other planets, to show you something particular?
Yes, normally I'm very connected through my higher self, and from my higher self, everything comes through. But I do, and past, future, different dimensions, and different times. I often dream with people that people tell me things they don't tell me in the physical, and everything I need to know will come to my dream. If someone is lying to me, I will have a dream that says, "I'm lying to you," or
Uh-huh.
something, and then next day I will pay attention to. If I bypass any guidance in my dream, I will see something. Even
Okay.
it could say, "Don't eat that anymore," or "Eat more of this," or something that I need. It will come through my dreams. I
Okay.
dream a lot.
Ah,
Yes.
you dream a lot. Yes. So it's a lot of energies during the night. It is spent. So during the day you work, and during the night you work too.
Yes, I feel like I have two lives or more
Yeah, or more.
because I think I am between timelines. I'm channeling all day between the drawings and my sessions with my clients, and then I do courses too. So I
Of
have
course.
constantly remind myself to be in this reality because sometimes I don't remember things because things
Yeah.
will shift very quickly. The other
Yeah.
day I was seeing the time, but I couldn't read it. My mind was shifting, and I was like, and I couldn't say it. So I'm reminding myself to ground and to
Yes.
rest and to make space for
It's
it.
why I'm thinking you need to be grounded, be grounded a lot of, because as you said, the time is very fast, goes very fast, and sometimes we lose the timeline. We don't know where we are exactly because we are thinking a lot of, and when you are challenging, you are here in
In
another
the
life, in
in
another
the
world.
astral too, I have seen myself that I'm walking and then I see ocean, and then I see, oh, I don't live in the ocean. And then I walk in the other direction and run.
Yeah.
Or sometimes I see myself that I'm like in a type of tubes of light fasting, or you can dream yourself in an airport or like in a bus or something, kind of like changing directions.
Mm-hmm.
And the other day I dreamed that I was in a bus, and then my guides, my guardians, looked like men in black men, kind of like,
Oh,
yes,
oh.
like John, kind of like,
Uh-huh.
I don't know, Secret Service or something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Travel. So I have always like two or three of those around. So I was in a bus, and they were driving like very up, up, up. And then I said, "Hey, but I don't live in that direction. I need to go to Earth." And then I wake up.
Uh-huh. Hmm. Very strange, that dream, because hmm, it's sometimes not really a dream. Maybe it's a lucid dream. And
Yes.
a
Yes.
lucid dream is that you are living your life or your military part. No?
Yes. Yes. And at the same time,
Yeah.
I think our mind put it together in whatever way. So it may look surreal, but in
Mm.
reality we're experiencing ourselves in different timelines, because the same way we can hear and taste and smell and know and see,
Yes. Yes.
we are having multiple times in different, yes. And I
Yes.
see other aspects of me. I see that I heal other aspects of me, or they come to heal me, and then I meet my clients sometimes in dream state, or my family members, or anything. I think we all do those things. We
Yes.
normally don't remember. Probably I'm meant to remember because I'm meant to put it in an illustration for us to remember we do all of those things.
Mm. Mm. I'm sure of that. And I think that you are living several lives in the same, in different timelines, in different dimensions, and that when you are capable to memorize or to recover memories, it's a good thing, because you understand all what happened in your life and in your dreams. And when you are an awakening, of course, you don't know what happened, and you think your dreams are very strange, but in fact, it's another reality. It's my opinion. Yeah.
In a way, everything is illusion and everything is reality. But Tricia, I'm not gonna say that I know everything. Sometimes I don't understand. I'm still trying to figure out, but I realize for myself that because in my dreams I can smell, I can touch, and
Yes.
lately, if I have like a holographic vision of it, it will be perceived as physicality through me. I have seen movement in my bed or something from an energy that's coming. So the illusion will feel real. Like when we are in a dream and you dream kind of like those movie dreams that you have from another life or this one. And I was asking myself, why it feels so real? Because I think they're all real. And because we are still connected to this body, the same sensations we have here, we have them in all of those planes.
Yes.
When we don't have this body, then it will feel different. And for that experience, I don't have recollection. I have that sort of perception.
Yes. Yes. And it's for that I say that when you smell, you feel, you remember all that sensation. The body sensation are not lying. And so it's about that when we are, well, we are believer now of the truth and the real reality, because it's that we are living here in an illusion or in a timeline. We can say in a timeline, maybe, but there are other timelines, and so in parallel timelines, and then in your dreams, it's another life, because our soul is multidimensional. So our soul is moving and can be in several fractals all over the world, all over the universe, and making all jobs, several jobs in the same night,
Yes.
and even in the day. So it's incredible, because when we know, we are opening the world in a lot of fantasy, as I can say. It's a magic. It's magic.
It's
But
magic. It's
yes,
extraordinary. And that will give us the inspiration to have strength and will and hope when we feel entangled in fear or lacking or block or anything. Because when it happened to me, I say, this is an illusion too. So I need to find the way that if I am the one that is describing this story, that I'm still the main character and that I'm kind of like winning in my story. And then I can go into a neutral state. And I know when I channel Patricia because I don't feel connected with Grethel anymore. I feel like Grethel is put aside. I can see her pain, but I don't have the pain. I can understand it, but from a very non judgmental way. And then when you enter into that state, you see that there are always many options and opportunities available for us. And I think that's an advantage in whatever way we can connect to spirit through meditation, through Reiki, through mediumship, or runes, or cards, or anything. And whatever way you get that extra information, it helps us because our intuition gets more sharper than before, and then we're able to take better choices. And then life will feel better and better and better as we keep growing and building this connection within. And if the majority of the time feels good, I think that's enough because the challenge is what we're here for.
Yes. Yes.
Not to suffer. I think suffer is things going out of the blue from the initial plan. But the challenge, yes, because I have seen myself in higher dimensions, in you are starving for the feeling and the experience because
Yes.
they just observe things.
Yes.
And an example that I could say that, for example, let me see that I show you images from something beautiful in Mexico. Well, this is the pyramids of Mexico. You see, oh my God, that's beautiful. But what if I invite you here and then you experience with me a weekend in the ruins in Mexico? It will be a different experience. It will take you into another level. So I think as a galactics or angelics, you spill a part of you to go through the experience itself. And then you observe, you integrate, you organize it in a structure that will serve for everyone else. And then us channel it again when we're the ones that give that feedback. So in
Mm-hmm.
reality, we shouldn't be worried or have sad or anything because everything works out for the whole.
For the whole. Yeah. Mm. That's right. That's right, Grethel. Beautiful words. Yes. Very, very beautiful words. Yes.
And I think I understood you talking about disclosure earlier. I don't speak French at all, but I speak soul language. So I
Okay.
was kind of hearing, oh, I think she's talking about this and that. Maybe you
Ah,
did.
mm,
Last year or 2 years ago, disclosure felt so far away. I remember thinking, I don't think we're ready yet because we still fight, we still have discrimination, racism, whatever. But I think it's coming closer than what we expected because the timeline is accelerating
yes.
and especially younger generations are very open to this multidimensional parallel universe version thanks to movies and science fiction and everything than the old person. And I think, I don't know what you have heard with the other persons, but for my own dreaming and from my own dreams from the future, I think it will come from scientific community more than us because the scientific community is doing a lot of investigations about what we know and use, but they are like proving it and explain those in different way. But in some time closer than what we expected, proof of other civilizations that I think it will be Pleiadian or something like we can resonate with will come through in a sort of exchange and then we'll be open for that.
Yes. And it is a plan. Of course, it is a plan because the Confederation Galactic of Light or of Worlds has planned all what is occurred now. What is occurs now? It's a plan, and the disclosure is coming uh, uh, slowly, because it's too hard for people to know the truth, uh, that extraterrestrial exists for a lot of for amongst
It
people.
could be
It's
frightening.
impossible. Yeah,
Yes.
it's impossible. So since the year the 16 years, the year 60, I wanted to say, um, there are some proof, little by little. It is a little approve plus approve, etc. And the last year, the Pentagon has delivered some proofs because the U.S. Navy and the militaries show some videos about a UFO on the water, with a high speed, and they show that now because they need to put some proof little by little that people hear little by little in their ears. That, and then when all will be clear, if I can say, when will be clear, as for example, James Webb satellite, that is taking some beautiful and big photographies, pictures of the universe, the galaxies, exoplanets, new planets. We will have proof. We will have proofs.
Actually, few decades ago, I don't know if 20 decades ago, correct me if anyone knows better than me, it was a video from a triangle spaceship on Phoenix, right? So it has been in Mexico before and in Latin America, in many different parts. But scientific community, me that I always like to learn more, they're speaking about that in a way that they're saying it must exist. We haven't found proof yet, but most likely, logically, it exists. And that type of speaking, it didn't happen 10 years ago or 5 years ago.
No,
I'm listening to a video in the Nobel Prize that is on YouTube, and they were talking about that. It was physics and biological people from anthropology, different type of scientific, and they were saying they must, if the universe formed beings here, they must be beings in other places. The fact that we haven't found them, it doesn't mean they don't exist. This universe, it appears as if never ends logically. And they were saying we don't know how they look, we don't know if they're gonna come, we don't know why we haven't been contacted, but we are doing investigations to find out, right? And I was, for me, it was like, I never heard that type of speaking before. Right?
Yes, no. It was taboo, as we said in France.
It was a taboo.
Taboo. It was a taboo. And when you see that in France during the two last years, it's a explosion. It's exploded. It's fabulous because now we are speaking about disclosure. Some people are speaking about their lives in military programs. We are not shy to speak about. For example, for me, I'm not shy to speak about Joresh. I didn't know not at all about galactic races, but nothing about archaeology. Nothing about that before 3 years ago. I didn't know about that. And when you see that, what can you think? I'm completely mad. You will say, I'm completely mad. What I'm saying. Yeah. But when you see that other people see the same being, and I'm not dreaming. You say you don't dream. You see somebody real, a real body, a real person, and this person is Shoresh. I see him. Sorry, I see him really. It's him, and it was fantastic because it was not for me a horrible moment. It was a marvelous moment. It was an emotional one because I felt, sorry for the English, I felt his unconditional love. I never felt like this a day. So it was, wow, what I am living now. It's very strange. I don't know about that. And it's a reality. So how can you do when you see that? I'm not mad. I'm not a, voilà. So what can I say? What can I do? I must talk about it. I must talk about it. I can let this information only for me. It's not possible. So it's for that. A lot of people are talking now, are speaking about what they see, what they do, what they made about lucid dream, because it's not dreams, it's the reality. And a lot of people like you, uh, a lot of since a lot of years, you have this reality, and everybody doesn't want to believe in you in that. A lot of people.
Yes, I don't think I wanted to believe it at the beginning. I thought it was crazy like you. People that I told, they say that I was insane, that I believe you, but don't tell that to anyone. And it was frightening. At the beginning, it was because I didn't understand it. And it did not have logic or common sense. And I think that's why we are afraid. Not because it's a bad thing, but it's because you don't have recollection of what you should do. And then you feel uncertain, I
Mm,
guess.
mm,
But when I don't know if you have that physical changes when you have encounters with your Arcturians, but when I do have a spaceship or galactic astral travel, the next day I feel it in my body, a type of physical cataclysm, sometimes a headache, or sometimes I just want to sleep or anything. So it's real.
it's
It's
real.
real. It's real. And I think that it is why it's gradual. Gradual, because I remember some things from the future, different timelines, because it's not just one, it's many. We're jumping from one to another, like jumping from one train to another. And when I have had dreams with beings from near Earth, that I think the ones that I encounter the most, that I can recall, hybrids, the next day I have headaches. Sometimes I cannot even work.
Mm, mm,
And I have a sense of fear. But let me explain this. I think it's a type of protection mechanism that we have active here because I know I'm being in a surgery. I know there are my guides. I see myself. That is nothing to be fear of. But the light is so high in frequency, your body kind of enters into stress if they're not gentle.
mhm.
And I think that's why we have those encounters so they can check how much we can handle because your body feels like if you're going to explode sometimes. I don't know if you have had that.
Mm,
Yes. Like
mm, mm.
once I was in my bed and then I felt I was elevating from my body and then I freak out and I was like, what's going on? Because I see the light and then I see lights beaming and then I enter into spaceships and these beings look like an Arcturian but pearl pink, but they had like roots of light in their hair.
Uh-huh.
That is a I haven't drawn them, but there is a drawing of a being alike, and they didn't look beautiful. And I said, "What am I doing here?" I was upset, and then I heard a voice that said like Hydra, right? Is they were from Hydra. It was, but I didn't know anything about them. And then when they say Hydra, it was like a third contract level movie or something. And it wasn't it wasn't comfortable because the sound it's like a metal sound, like something
Ah,
that it
ouais.
was like
Mm,
beaming.
mm,
But when I was in the ship and I observed the beings that they were looking at me, I could recognize myself. And then I said, "Oh, I'm one of them." And then I don't remember. But the
mhm.
next day, I remember that I had headache. And then I said, "Oh my God, I think they did something on
Uh-huh,
me."
uh-huh.
Yes,
Mm,
that's why I think we're going gradually so we can handle.
mm,
And meanwhile, we're doing our job by, how do I say that? Working our shadow, working your food, working your physicality, your peace, so you don't freak out because I think it's because I'm not in control and I don't know exactly what's happening. Sometimes it doesn't feel pleasant, but it's not because it's wrong or it's a bad thing. I don't know if that makes sense, Patricia, or you have going through something alike.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
It's incredible. It's very fast. It's a lot of energies that you must feel. You must be grounded to receive all that.
Yes, the
Very
first
grounded.
time that happened to me, it was Pleiadians, and it was right after Reiki attunement, and I saw like a kaleidoscopic portal being open in the physical, and I was
Uh-huh.
at my work in my office, and I freak out because I thought I was having like a brain attack or something. I cannot see, and I feel weak. I'm fainting, and then I
Ah,
messaged a friend,
uh-huh.
psychic friend, and I said something's happening with me. I don't know. Can you check? And then he said, "You're having an attack. You have legions of entities attacking you." And I freak out. I was like, "Do, do, 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 do." And it was a
Uh-huh.
beautiful light because it looked like crystal spinning, but I felt taken over, kind of like that. And it lasted, I think, 10 seconds. And then at the end of the 10 seconds, we're both drained because we stressed out. We felt it was an attack.
Uh-huh. Yes.
And then I couldn't sleep. I was all stressed out. The next day, a friend who channels Pleiadians and Archangel Gabriel messaged me earlier, and then she said, Grethel, Pleiadians says they wanted to apologize with you. They wanted to fix your third eye because you cannot see when you go into the astral, but because you got scared, they back off and they didn't do
Uh-huh.
the process that you requested in your soul. They are
Okay.
asking that if you want the process done, to request them to come back and do it. And I felt so stupid. I was like, oh my God,
Mm-hmm.
I'm so sorry. Yes, I want the process back. I want it done. And they did. So that sort of upgrade happened to me like every 6 months. And
Mm-hmm.
now when I see the lights, I lean on, I wait, and then I allow it to happen.
Okay. Okay.
That the
Yes.
misinformation with the fear energy on it about you're being attacked and I don't know what it is, it made it bigger and frightening than what it really is. So I think if anyone has an experience that you don't know what it is, center yourself, ask your higher self, bring light, ground, and then ask, but then catch up with your intuition to see what it is. Because sometimes it's not a bad thing. It's just the way we perceive it because this scarcity that could be around.
Yes. And maybe also because when you are diffusing the light, more you have attacks. Because a lot of friends of mine have a lot of attacks. For instance, at the moment, I receive attacked. 2 weeks ago, I have here very difficult to speak, very a lot of dollars, pains, a lot of pains here. Incredible. In order that you can't speak, you can't. You see, you can't make what you want, and because you want to expand light, and more you are in light, more you have attacked around. I think so,
Yes,
but
but
we are protected.
I
Huh?
wasn't attacked. I thought I was attacked. But I think the light attacked to the dark the way the darkness to the light. And the light is more powerful. So for us, when you have an injection of Arcturian light, maybe let's say that they are for 9 dimension, of course you're gonna have a shift in your physicality, but that feels an attack for the darkness that we have it rooted within. So sometimes it's not an entity or a being or anything outside of you. It's your own darkness that's fighting not to leave. I
Yes,
don't know
of
if
course.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
And maybe we can have not speak or not see or anything because of the adjustment. And I have learned with light language that if you overload yourself with light, you sort of have like a physical cataclysm. because you don't ground that. So if you don't ground, it's like going to work but not speaking with anyone. Like, I don't know, I
Yes,
don't
of
want to know
course.
anything. So it's like a miscommunication, and then it doesn't feel good either. Because right here, Gaia is kind of like the boss of all of us, right?
Okay. Yes. It
And
makes
then
sense.
it feels like alienated, not grounding either, because you're more connected to different timelines than the one you are
Yes.
in.
Mhm. Yes, of course. Of course. Mm,
That's why I think grounding is important.
mm. Yes, it is. It is. So, Greta, can I ask you that it's possible to channel a light language for us, to ask your guys here now today. If you ask them now, can I ask to your guys? Can I ask to your guys, Greta, that you can receive a light language for
Yes,
us?
I can
To,
do that.
hmm?
And then you can ask me questions, and we can go with the flow. Okay?
Okay. Hmm.
How long or how much you could ask the request from different guys that do different light languages, and let's ask for the most qualified and the highest and best that can come through, and they'll benefit all of us and the ones that will see this video later.
Yeah.
Only what's in divine order and for the highest and best for all. Yes?
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
And
So,
then you can set any other intention you want.
okay.
I move, I
So I
change
like.
because of the
Sorry.
frequency, and I'll close my eyes, so you will need to guide me. Maya here from Acturians. We'll begin with a light language and short transmission. If you have any question, you could let us know. We are here all speaking as one, and we are many beings from different races waiting to come true, and all in the resonance of six-dimensional DNA strength, streaming unconditional love, and only what will serve and is needed in this now. The first transmission will be a harmonic resonance, and that will come from the Acturian Collective. Chova tia karo sa te kia rasa re teria ratusua tiashka hekia sa re terako havaseria terasa hakitekisakoro bateri ari esta. Sit within your heart, observe what feels for you. Ketasara korobata tira sara kuratara suri tiarata yesa kiara hakere sara toro ba kiriare ashna kiasa hafar kiariashta. Sparkles of light will begin to be received by your heart in all directions, from above, from below, from the left to the right, from around, And in your core light will attract just what you need now. Hatisara koroba tiara tiashna hikiesa ko havatiakuro tiara. Allow your breathing to slow down 10% or at a level that feels comfortable. And pay attention to the sensations and the light that has been decoded for you and that permeate every aspect of you. As you breathe up and down in 3, 2, 1, you will integrate this harmonic resonance to that now. Kia te sakoropa, te sara koritira diako havase tiriashna. Andromedans, we are here from Cassiopeia. We are a divine feminine collective that works through the mechanics of creation, and our streaming will be a nourishment that will feel a layer of unconditional love all around your aura. Hikiatakavata sakadera kedeta se hakidekovata diasa koravatira sakorotiriada tiriashnakavata desa koratiriakata desa kovata dirigesa koririashka. This unconditional love will begin to adjust and integrate any distortions in your field, holes, weak aspects to find coherence from your core and with everything that is around. Ketera sara korobara teria sara ketria ariashna. Hava sera koteria karakoba teria rasa teria kerako. Terke sara korobara teri kirikere ashte ketekiako bate se terikara. Breathe the light in and out and integrate. Kefasa koteria karateria sadaroba teria sardiashka. 3, 2, 1, complete. I have greetings. Greetings here. We came with a pillar of light that comes from the galactic center and goes all the way through your crown, unifying every chakra into the unity through the multidimensional aspects of your own self, and in the most available harmony for you into the micromolecular of your quantum self. As you breathe, you will feel that from your crown, energy will begin to go all the way down through you, grounding you into a sacred space. This transmission looks light blue, and it will feel gentle and soft. He te la se iki akorobare kira tria sara kora tira korokotorba sere kiara tiashna kikiasa. The energy will begin to expand and unified in your own pacing and flow. Kite sakoro kovate te sekiara teria sakoro hati tasera koro kortiashka tikiana. Venusians. Venusians work on the higher heart activation. Ti sukatese ki mishketa sa kotekiata kasukadiate havatesia kota ova hetia kara 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 paratiri karasara hekira tira kapabateri karigyashka. Being complete in 3, 2, 1. Sirius will work on the geometric field and the coordination of the energy centers, meridians, and the field that's all around. Kutrekisa katarupa turateriasi kitasha hava ta'uku te'ekiaraku ti katarapa teriasa kataku tekiarakota karakuturse katariki ashna havese katarikiri kotarikise katarakurikeshni atesera kortirikeshna. Breathe up, down, and harmonize from within and all around, and from around and all within. Orang Collective. Orang Collective has the essence to shine bright strongly in times of darkness. Our gift for today it is to work on your life force from your own core. You will begin to glow and illuminate all the way through you and around you. And this Orang Collective is from Mitaka. Ku desava kite kia take te ara asuri kia te havasa kia ta ashna he kia ta sakote hakoroba ti turusuro kore ti nanatere ashna kia kava huya sara teriakara dara ase he ki tu uroba ti turusera ti ara kriashna. Breathing in the sensation that from all of your abdomen and back begins to receive and receive, finding the most comfortable pacing, frequency, and vibration as it will unify in 3, 2, 1. Our collective here. We would like to offer a gift and a transmission to adjust the last 6 months of activations and the next 6 months into ease and grace. You will feel the movement gently coordinating and speaking from all around or all within. Tuva se inakutuapa ti enyekata aki ashka koraketi pa kinuaketa ikapa korakete asa ki raketi ishni pa ti asa kurokova ti asa kori ishka. Sacred geometry will begin to spin, finding the rightful direction, frequency, and vibration. Hakita korobara ki rakete ishna ki kiara etia sakuri kiriashka. Ni hao. We would like to work on balance. Balance will begin to be sensed as if from up and down and all sides will begin to move to coordinate, repair, reset, and bring harmony. Laka te ashnuchava, ti kuta havisivava, ti tuma oma avavati, keti kaku, ke lava, te sudiriana, bach li mimioti aki atakarova diriashka. Transmission of peace from the source system of Andares into a form of white light. Tushkitiava tussoninia, kl pa tltla, liplat, mask di kornish niha, teki ako, tu kata ako, di matulkir va meshkinia ko dimesiana ko dlva di dikar ako, gdiashka. Plantian Collective. We're here honored and we're working with the Dolphin Matrix and the Guardians of the Crystals, and we wanted to work on the magnetism of the grid fields all around you that will match the energetic design you have in harmonizing within this transmission. Kuva te ki hakoro ti snach ke di ashka. Ti asa ke I tata ke tu usa kiadashka. Hembrotra se niake tin kura ti asa kiadashna. Huvati sekite oroko hapa etiesa kutovo itiaraku va ikita ashna. Breathe in and out and up and down your pillar of light. And if drawn to, bring images of a relaxing ocean surroundings all around you. Ketera kuriti sahakete ashka va nitera surita ketera osori ashka. As the transmission finds harmony throughout timelines and space, and all that you are and have been and are yet to become. Zoom within sensations that are blissful and pleasant, and that represent love and peace. And with that, priests and priestesses, complete this transmission. To integrate this transmission and complete, for us not to overload you with light, Lemurian Collective, it's here, the 9-dimensional Lemurian Collective, and we do have the kingdoms of Gaia, the kings and queens from the Insect Kingdom, Fairy Realm, the Tree Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, the fairies of the flowers, the kings and queens from the air, water, earth, fire, metals, and crystals are all gathering together. The sound masters, Reiki masters, experts in Kilic, shamanic tribes, all speaking in one voice, surrounded in a circle of love to ground your starlight and for your light and your connection to be integrated with ease into your timeline. And for that, this transmission will bring integration, stability, and work on the harmonic resonance of the most ideal equilibrium and balance available for you right now to place you in the right direction, in the accuracy of the synchronicity that is available for you now, and the frequency B will be gentle, delicate, and just what you need. Tune within and observe what you can perceive and receive that feels rightful in your own center. In this Lemurian timeline, that is the one connected to the channeler, they will speak in the language of the gods, what light language you would said, and we will speak with every being in our surrounding, from a rock, from a tree, from a wave of air, from a cloud, from a particle of light. And in this way, we would be always in the frequency of divine and connected to the source. This is what's coming through that symbol of that timeline. As this speaker begins to stream, allow yourself to receive what's meant for you and your allowance to be in the highest and best as a gift from divine. Hey, hai hate korasa, iakate sa kiara ashna. Hum hey hai ade ba sa heki ho ho itiaka te ika. Hey haha te dake da se tu vavate sati rakate. Ku pa de de kakasa ken da da kiki da de kum pa de sa gete kadaka kan da du pa de sa ta kiti da pa de ti kata asa hakiki da hekiki da he da di kaka pa di kakati sa ki Iha ita se ikiriashka. Begin to breathe and begin to feel exploring your own beingness and harmonize. So if you are in this circle, in the magical kingdoms of earth, being impregnated with the magic of the elementals and the enchantment of what you enjoy from this plane. Hey hi da akitisakara tera kasara koreketariashka. Hey hi da sa keteyakashka. Begin to feel connected through your back. Feel the space around you, your legs. Feel the physicality, the consistency, the stability. Becoming one with the divine order, the rightful way, and growing your light. You may feel the need to move your toes, move your fingers, connecting with your back, your torso, your heart. And take a deep breath up and down to ground. And to complete this transmission in 3, 2, 1. We thank you for the opportunity to listen to us today. Bless you.
Very much. Wow. Oh,
Good.
my goodness. Oh. Thank you, Grethel. Thank you very much. Oh, what beautiful messages. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Gratitude. Oh, to
For
the
me too. Appreciate it.
yes, we appreciate them, and we thank you again, all our galactic families, to connect here today with all of us. Thank you very much. Grethel, you are a beautiful messenger.
Thank you. It's 14:44 here.
Yes, that's
Yes.
right. Yes. Oh, thank you very much, Grethel. It's a pleasure. And your light languages are luminous. You spread lights. You spread lights. Thank you very much, Grethel. It's more than 2 hours that you are together. We will end the broadcast. And I thank you from me and from my auditors to have had the pleasure to receive you today. You have shared your time. I know it's difficult because you are very busy, and you have a storm today, even in your country. Wow,
Yes.
a lot of problems, connection.
Yes. It all went rightful at the end, so I'm pleased. Thank you. I'm grateful.
Thank you very much, Grethel. So, your last word for today? Your last word.
Well, I want to appreciate for having me here, and everyone that's part of your public. I want to say that always trust your intuition and what you feel is right for you. Otherwise, it can be confusing to pay attention to everything else. Be positive. I don't think we are in a timeline where Earth ends in a destruction, even though sometimes it looks like. Be positive and look for all of those extraordinary things that we're cooking behind these scenes, like the connection we had today, and many more things that are coming in different channels that I think are going to be what will make us to create that community where we transform into that new earth that we have been waiting for and preparing for at different levels. And I'm excited to see how it turns out. Yes, happy to be here this time.
You are wonderful. Thank you very much, Grethel. Shine your lights. Shine your lights and be you. I only say be you. Everybody be you. Be positive. I say, Grethel. Thank you very much, Grethel. It's a pleasure to have seen you, to share with you some words, some time, and some galactic messengers. It's wonderful. You are wonderful. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I
All
appreciate
my love to you, Grethel. All
it.
my love. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye bye. See you soon.
Yes.
Ciao. Bye bye, Grethel. Waouh, quel moment. Ça fait plus de 2 heures qu'on est là. Oui, oui. Donc, je reparle en français. Oui, Olivier, c'est beaucoup d'énergie, de larmes. Avec le light language, vous avez vu ça un peu? Waouh, quel truc de dingue! Oh, mais elle canalise toutes sortes de groupes, de collectifs, de galactiques, de familles galactiques. C'est impressionnant. Très bien, bah, écoutez, on va se laisser. J'espère que ça vous a plu. Grethel est formidable. Enfin, j'adore son cœur, j'adore sa lumière. Donc, je voulais vous la partager un petit moment. J'espère que ça vous a fait vibrer, hein, énormément. Je vais vous souhaiter une bonne soirée, une bonne nuit, et puis bah, de continuer sur votre voie, de surtout briller votre lumière, hein, parce que vous êtes des lumières, vous êtes des amours. Et puis, j'espère que vous allez aller bien et on se voit bientôt. Je reçois dans quelques jours, je vais faire, alors par contre, ce sera en direct mais différé. Je le passerai parce que vous savez qu'il y a des invités qui ne peuvent pas le faire le soir. Donc, je vais recevoir en journée et puis je mettrai ça sur la chaîne pour qu'on ait des informations supplémentaires sur ce qui se passe sur d'autres planètes éventuellement. Donc ça, vous verrez ça. Vous verrez ça. Voilà. En tout cas, merci à vous tous d'avoir participé, d'avoir été là, de toujours être là. Et je vous remercie infiniment de toute votre bienveillance. Et sachez que j'aurai chez moi, on vous aime infiniment, infiniment et tellement. N'hésitez pas à aller voir les soins, ils sont fabuleux. Ils sont fabuleux. Voilà. Je lance le générique. Je vais vous laisser, parce que sinon, on ne se quitterait jamais. Hein. Allez, bonne soirée à tous. Je vous embrasse de tout mon cœur. Et puis, je vous aime.